Why your team doesn't care is costing you more than you realize. Regardless of whether we're talking about a real estate team, a marketing team, small business, nonprofit staff, or even a big corporation, these are all teams. And this is the universal problem for all types of teams, and it's one that you, as the leader, must be keenly aware of. In this video, I'm going to walk through 4 specific reasons why teams don't care and exactly what to confront if you want to rebuild urgency, reclaim ownership, and banish mediocrity. When your team doesn't care, the consequences are multitudinous. There are missed opportunities, repeated mistakes, poor execution, high turnover, and the daily frustration for you of feeling like you're the only one carrying the load. If you're asking yourself why no one seems to care as much as you do, you're at least asking the right question, but you may be pointing the blame finger in the wrong direction. Worse yet, you may have grown so accustomed to the pain of it all that you're blinded to what's going on around you. That's why I put this video together, to help with these issues. See, after 43 years of building businesses and leading people, I learned something most leaders never fully understand. People usually don't stop caring because they suddenly become lazy. They stop caring because leadership created an environment where caring no longer mattered. You heard that right. This could be your fault. Welcome back to Lessons from the Arena. This channel is about real lessons learned the hard way from decades inside the fight, not sitting on the sidelines pontificating theory. I want to help serious people avoid expensive mistakes, build stronger businesses, better careers, and lead at a higher level. So if that sounds interesting, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button so that you don't miss our videos. And keep in mind, nothing I discuss here in this or any video on this channel is theoretical. These are real mistakes I have made and suffered the painful outcomes of making them. So let's get to it. One of the biggest lies leaders tell themselves is, my people are the problem. I mean, who hasn't said this would be a pretty good business if it weren't for the people? Sometimes that's true. People can be the problem. Some lack discipline. Some have zero motivation. Some never should have been brought on in the first place. You know, square peg, round hole theory. Bad hires aside, though, in many cases, the real problem is not the people. It's the environment they're working in, the environment the leader created. Teams don't become disengaged overnight, though. Instead, they are trained into disengagement slowly through certain leadership habits repeated over time. What we're talking about here is not bad people. It's your leadership skills needing to refocus. And that should get your attention. It's a bold statement. Not to worry, though, because I'm going to share with you 4 key causes of this that I've identified over the many years. Just keep this in mind. If leadership created the problem, then leadership can fix the problem. And from that standpoint, understanding who has the power to affect change should make you feel pretty good about yourself. Okay, the first reason teams stop caring is a lack of clarity. No one can hit a target they cannot see. If expectations are vague, priorities constantly shifting, and the standards depend on your mood that day, the people will stop trying to win because they don't understand what winning looks like. And here's the immediate danger to that. If people stay confused long enough, they disengage. It's a natural defense mechanism. They emotionally hunker down until they can see a clear path to move forward. Strong teams are built on clarity, clear expectations, clear standards, clear priorities, clear accountabilities. It's your job as the leader to articulate these things so that everyone knows exactly where the team is headed. The second reason teams stop caring is that leaders tolerate what should never be tolerated. Every workplace has culture killers. Excuses, gossip, finger pointing, bad attitudes. We're humans. Humans bring all of themselves to work every day, whether we like it or not, including our best and our worst habits. Everyone on the team sees it. The question is whether leadership has the courage to deal with it. This is important because when poor behavior carries zero consequences, your best people notice immediately. And once they realize mediocrity is acceptable, they begin pulling back on their own effort. Their brain simply says, why should I care if leadership doesn't care? And this, my friend, is the single thought process that is guaranteed to rot any business from the inside out. If a behavior is not productive and doesn't push toward goals, force an immediate stop to it. What leaders tolerate is what they get, and it soon becomes the culture of the team. The third reason teams stop caring is that work has no meaning. People will work for a paycheck, but very few will give their very best effort if that's all they're working for. As I said in my last video, and I'll put a link in the description here for you to check it out, if a person is only working for money, they will stall out. It's climbing a sand hill because it's never enough. Long-term success is vapor if money is all there is. If all your team constantly hears is the pressure to hit the numbers, hit the numbers, hit the numbers, and then only hears your complaints and criticisms if they don't, then the work just becomes a transaction. It's no longer meaningful and fulfilling to them. They may clock in physically, but they are clocked out mentally. Okay, as if I haven't hurt your feelings enough by now, the fourth reason teams stop caring is one the leader least wants to hear. People mirror leadership. If leadership is chaotic, emotional, negative, distracted, disengaged, the team will absorb that. Your attitude spreads, your urgency spreads, your discipline spreads, your excuses spread. If you want accountability, model accountability. If you want urgency, bring urgency. If you want ownership, demonstrate ownership. If you want excellence, then stop making excuses for average. But let me break this down as simply as I know how. If you've never taken the trash out, or unstopped the toilet, or cleaned out the fridge on a Friday, you're being naive if you think any of your people are going to do it unless forced. You must take ownership first. Yep, that means willingly performing the most basic tasks without grumbling and making sure your people see you performing those tasks. This is how culture is built. Leaders must lead. With all that said, though, let's be crystal clear. Not every bad employee or suffering team is a leadership failure, okay? Some people need to be coached. Some need to just grow up. Some need to be replaced. That is reality. Just be careful of making the mistake of hiding behind bad employees because it saves you from confronting your own weak leadership practices. We talked about the 4 areas, but how do you turn this culture around? Well, it starts with brutal honesty. Ask yourself these questions. Have I made expectations crystal clear? Have I tolerated behavior that frustrates my best people? Have I connected work to a purpose? Am I modeling the standard I demand? Brutally honest answers to these questions alone can change an entire company, but only if once you have the answers, you act and simplify everything. Raise your standards, communicate clearly, correct faster, remove what damages culture, repeat mission objectives constantly. Leadership is not complicated, but it sure is demanding, right? Yeah, definitely. And that's why so many people fail at it and show themselves to be weak leaders. They seek authority but run from confrontation. They want results, but they have no standards. They crave respect but have no consistency. They never understand that it just doesn't work that way. After 4 decades running multiple businesses in 2 separate industries, I can tell you this with confidence. And this is a critically important point, so listen to me carefully. Teams do not fail because people are lazy. They fail because leadership has let caring die. And once caring dies, performance dies with it. But the good news is this. When you demand change and then lead by example, teams respond faster than you think. Why? Because people are starving for someone to lead well. They are waiting for clarity, waiting for fairness, waiting for standards, waiting for consistency, and waiting for purpose. They are yearning for good leadership. The quicker you engage with that, the quicker life will become what you want it to be, and the more effectively you can serve others. And remember, money is nothing but the scoreboard measuring how effectively we are improving the lives of others. It's why we're here, and society does not change until leadership accepts this critically important responsibility. If this message hits home, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And let's not keep this channel a secret. Share this video with others who could benefit from what you've heard here. My mission is to help leaders, entrepreneurs, and everyone building a career to avoid the mistakes that cost me years of frustration. And if you'd like to go deeper into the lessons learned through the wins, the losses, and the hard-earned experience, check out my book, Failing My Way to Success. Just hit the QR code or visit my website at phillipcantrell.com to learn more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.